Hey, what's up, y'all? So this video, as you saw from the thumbnail, we're going to talk about Harley Davidson and the reveal of the 2021 bikes. Look, before we go any further, if you're one of those people who's going to get upset because I say something negative about Harley, you're going to have to get past that, okay? I don't want to hear any of that, well, you're just a Harley hater because you own a Honda. Look, man, I've owned several Harleys, okay? I've owned Harley Cruisers, Harley Baggers. I've made videos talking positive about Harley bikes several times in the past because I'm excited about what they have coming out. However, I'm just going to talk about what they did today. This is on Tuesday when the reveal happened. This vid will come out Thursday. I'm going to talk about what Harley did right and wrong when they did their online reveal. Now, first things first, I'm going to tell you what I think Harley did right. One of the things they did right was paint. Okay, so what they gave you was some new paint. Now, if you look at the new Road King, that Midnight Crimson and Stonewash, I think that's beautiful. That paint is amazing, super duper cool. I like that. If you look at the new Road Glide Limited, that's Snake Venom. I think they call it Snake Venom Chrome. That's absolutely badass. I thought that was cool. The other thing that they gave us was nothing. I wanted them to give us something else, and they didn't. So besides new paint, there was nothing there. Now, I am happy to see they did trim the fat. I know there was people who were upset that certain models got cut out, but in order for them to be profitable, you can't have like 15 cruisers in your market or in your lineup. So I understand why they cut some of those out. I understand why they cut out some of the Sportsters. They're being smart, and that I agree with. They did a good job there. Now, here's what they didn't give us. There's been a lot of point of contention with people. I've seen people upset about is that they went away from the hydraulic clutch. Okay, look, that's a either or, that's a preference thing. I've had clutch cables on several bikes. I had hydraulic clutch on my Valkyrie now. To me, it's 6 1/2 dozen of the other. I never really had problems with a clutch cable, and I rode a 2011 Street Glide that had a clutch cable on it, and it was great. I didn't have any issues with it. I adjusted my clutch as needed, and I had it just fine. The hydraulic clutch, yeah, it's pretty much maintenance free, and it's awesome, but they did away with that. It's upsetting people, and I understand people being upset about it because when they went away from the hydraulic clutch, they didn't drop like the price of the bike, let's say 300 bucks for a hydraulic clutch or whatever. Everything got raised up, so they kind of set you back with technology that they've had, but they didn't drop the price to make up for it in any way, shape, or fashion. They actually raised it. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Hey, what's up, y'all? Hope you're really enjoying this video. Do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, click that little bell icon so you'll get notifications when I make these crazy vids. The other thing that bothers me is, look, Harley, you've got engineers. You got people that you pay to fix things. You have people that sit around just thinking shit up. That's a really easy thing for them to re-engineer and fix. If everybody else can do it right, Harley can do it right. The other problem I had today is that they didn't bring out any new bikes. And they've got some exciting new bikes coming up. They've got some stuff that I'm excited about that I think is going to help push not only Harley Davidson brand, but it's going to push motorcycling out there. It's going to push people wanting to ride. And that's the Pan America, and that's the Custom 1250. Now, I know those are slated to come out later, but they didn't even talk about the Pan America, and they should have. They should have drummed up some excitement for that, okay? They didn't really drum up any excitement for this at all. I was kind of like looking forward to seeing what they were going to do, thinking, man, they're going to do something awesome. They're going to do something different. This is their chance. They have new people in charge. They're going to try to knock it out of the park. They didn't do shit. They really didn't. I kept expecting Jason Momoa to come out and spray paint another beautiful bike that he was given for free. I expected that to happen. At least then I would have had something to really be angry about. Right now, I'm not really angry at Harley. I'm just disappointed at what they didn't do. I know that the Pan America is slated to come out later in February, but right now there's a lot of buzz around that bike. I would have totally talked about that and brought it up to get at least keep people talking about it. The other thing that people get upset about, like I said, the live wire. Man, as far as I'm concerned, I know it doesn't have the range we want, but that's the technology of the future. I think you're gonna get more millennial or whatever the generation after that they're calling them is, riders in because of that bike. People are saying, well, it's got no range. It needs to have a range of more than 100 miles. 100 miles if you're riding very conservatively. They do need to work on the range. But once they get the range problems fixed out, I think that's an awesome bike. Look, for people who don't really know how to ride and just starting to ride, that thing has one gear, no clutch, no shifting. I think it's expensive. Okay, it's expensive. I understand that. It's not something I would buy, but there are people out there who have money who want to ride that don't really know how to, and that's a great bike for them to get into, okay? Now, one of the other things that I took away from this is For me, being a Honda rider, one thing I can tell you about my 2014 Valkyrie is there's 0 parts, okay? It's either, there's a few aftermarket, they don't really have any Honda OEM parts left. Finding parts for my bike it's a miracle, okay? The one thing that has made Harley so profitable, the one thing that has made them the brand that so many people have chosen, is that the aftermarket for Harley is endless. Anything that you can imagine, somebody makes it for Harley. So with that being said, I know Harley likes to keep their warranties, and I know Harley is smart, they want to push their own stuff, but the new 2021s do not have the capability for you to put a piggyback aftermarket tuner on there, okay? When I first saw that and read that, I was like, no, that can't be true. And then I went and looked at several other videos people have made. I went and did some research. It is true. What that does is that takes companies like your Power Commander, your Power Visions. It takes, Cobra has a tuner. There's just a ton of companies that have tuners for these bikes that now you can't use. You have to buy the Screaming Eagle race tuner. And there's plenty of people who are going to say, well, I don't give a shit about that, Smitty, because I'm going to put whatever tuner I want to on there. You know, I'm going to put my Zippers Thunder Max on there, and it's going to be badass. Well, it's going to void your warranty. Some people don't care about the warranty. Some people do, because if you have a catastrophic engine failure and you've got a different tuner on there and you've got a set of pipes that they didn't put on and things like that, well, they're going to void your warranty. So now you're going to be the one coming out of pocket to fix that. That's the only problem. Now I know you're gonna say, well, Smitty, they did the same thing before. Look, in the past, I have known of Harley dealerships that have put a Power Commander or a different tuner on a bike, and as long as they put it on, it was okay. Apparently that's changed the last few years. Correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody will see this and their heads will blow off. No, it's never been right. But now look, the race tuner is not a bad tuner. I think personally that having options and being able to do that and them cutting that out, basically they're making it to where, look, the aftermarket parts guys are smart, and they're going to find a way to get around this. The aftermarket people, they're going to buy a bike, and they're going to figure out how to get around it. That's what they're going to do. They're going to figure out their own new system, and that's great. You know they will. It's going to take some time though. So right now your only option is the Screaming Eagle tuner. Look, Harley Davidson is the king. That's the bottom line. Right now they are the best American-made bike out there. That's the way it is, okay? Victory went away. Indian's trying to come up. They have some new innovations and some good things, but Harley's got them beat. Harley had the opportunity to really blow some skirts up today, to really excite some people, and they gave you paint. They gave you paint, and then they took things away. That's really not going to help you right now. It's not going to help your sales. That's one thing Harley's got to do, is drum up the excitement, and they didn't do that today. Now, again, if you're one of those people who's angry and saying you're just a Harley hater, no, I'm not. I want Harley to do well. We need Harley to do well. The motorcycle community as a whole needs Harley to do well. And there are diehard Harley people who are going to watch this and they're going to get angry at me. Hey, look, tough shit. I'm sorry that you got mad. I'll make videos and talk shit about Honda too if you want me to, if it makes you feel better. Because Honda does some stupid things too, just like Kawasaki does, just like Yamaha does. Everybody does it. Every bike has some flaws with it. The problem is that Harley got us all excited every day, and you had a bunch of hard-ons sitting around just ready to see what Harley was going to do, and they left limp because Harley disappointed you today. There's so much more they can do. Fix the things that are wrong, re-engineer that hydraulic clutch, do something exciting for your reveal. Don't make it, here you got the same bikes with some paint. Hey man, anybody can go buy a bike, take it, and spend their money to have it painted. Harley Davidson, people are going to keep riding your product. People are going to love it. I rode a Road Glide not too long ago, and I loved it, and I thought it was great, and I was super impressed by the bike. I even thought about putting a Road Glide in the garage next to my Valkyrie. That's how much I liked it. So I'm not a Harley hater. Okay, so all those people that go, be mad, you hate Harley. I don't hate Harley. I'm actually thinking about purchasing the Harley still. But Harley's got to do a better job than this. They have people in marketing. They've got people in engineering. They've got some smart people there. You could have done better than this. Look, I hope this video didn't make too many people upset. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. I would do the same thing if it was Honda. But in this case, it just happened to be Harley. So don't be too pissed off at me. Now, I want you guys to remember to have a great day. Let's try not to be assholes to each other. And I'll see y'all next time.